Hey guys, it's Danny. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I wanted to share with you guys my completed 2018 One Little Word album. So I have shared several videos on my channel, and I do have a playlist of all the videos that I've done for my 2018 One Little Word. So I will leave a link to that down below. And I kind of stopped working on this album, I want to say in September, like after August. Just because my life got crazy busy and I just did not have very much time, but I did manage to pull together the last several months worth of pages towards the end of December, so I wanted to share that with you guys. So I'm just going to flip through these first several months just really quickly, so if you're new to my channel or you have not seen any of this album, you can kind of have an idea of what's going on here. So my word for 2018 was progress, and I feel like that was the perfect word for me in 2018. I made a lot of progress in several different areas of my life. I wanted to work on my physical health as well as my mental and emotional health, and I did make some progress in both of those areas. I worked on losing some weight, becoming more mindful, slowing down and appreciating, you know, the smaller, quieter moments of my life, appreciating my family more. And I went from kind of a bad beginning of 2018 to a really good place in the middle of the year. Like I said, things got pretty stressful from September on, but I feel like I made progress in dealing with those difficult things as well. So yeah, so here's June. You can see a lot of hiking. I did take the One Little Word class by Ali Edwards in 2018, so you can see some of the prompts and things. Now, at the beginning of the year, she had like monthly prompts and things that, you know, she wanted us to kind of focus on or work through or whatever. And I did start the year off doing that, but I found as the year progressed, I was kind of doing good on my own of just being able to find the progress and stay on top of making progress and continuing to try and things. So as the year kind of progressed, I kind of stopped doing her specific prompts necessarily. But I'm okay with that because she's all about making this project and this One Little Word class work for you, and so I think that's totally fine. So I think the last place we kind of stopped was here at the end of July. So for August, I just kept it really simple. I put in this picture of my son and I. We went to a play, and my progress for this was that I was able to fit in the ridiculously narrow seats with no problem. So like I said, I have been trying to be healthier, and that's paying off in small ways, like, you know, being able to fit in some theater seats that I would have really struggled with, you know, 2 years ago or even a year ago. So to me, that's progress. Also, just spending time with him is progress because he's a teenager, you know, he's 16, almost 17. To get like one-on-one time with him sometimes is kind of a struggle, so that was progress. And then on the back, I have this card. This was the Patreon exclusive postcard for the month of August, I believe, or it might have been a different month, I don't know. Some of these I kind of swapped around. And then I saw this online, I don't remember where, but it's reminders for the anxious or depressed creatives, and this was amazing. So things like, you're more than what you make, it's okay to do nothing sometimes, not everything you do has to result in a product, you're allowed to say no, you're allowed to rest. So this really spoke to me, and really kind of honed in on some of the things that I was learning this year throughout focusing on my word of progress. So I love that. Another way that I focused on progress this year, particularly in September, was to open myself up to new experiences and things that scared me a little bit. So as much as I was excited for one of my crafty besties, Serena, to come visit me in September, I was really nervous about it because we hadn't met in person, you know, and I knew things would be fine, but like, I'm very much a homebody. I'm very shy and introverted until you get to know me. So I was just hoping that like I wouldn't be like that. So that was progress for me to have her come out and spend time with her. There was also progress at the beginning of September because I was crazy busy and I did not have any time to kind of stop and not work. But my mom wanted to have a girls' weekend away, so I was able to kind of put my work stuff aside and take the weekend to go hang out with my mom, and that was amazing, and I'm so glad I did that. I believe this was the card for September. On my way back from visiting my mom, I stopped at the Ventura Pier and I just took a walk along the pier and had some quiet me time. Again, not focusing on all the stuff I had to do at home, but just being in the moment. So this is one of the little lifeguard things that you could see from the pier. Again, another beach moment, just taking that time to kind of have a moment alone at my favorite place. When Serena was here, we also went to Universal Studios at Hollywood and we went to the Hogwarts area. And again, in making progress with my health and just taking care of my physical self, you know, I was so happy because I was able to ride both of the rides. And I knew that I would be devastated if I couldn't fit, or like if I just wasn't allowed to ride. So the fact that I was able to ride both of them made me so happy. The day was amazing. I felt like I was at home. It was so great. Another kind of physical thing was being able to fit into straight size clothes at Target. So even though, you know, it was at the very top end of what they offer in their straight size area, I was still able to try things on. Here I'm not wearing anything, but there's a shirt there that I tried on. I don't know, I just love this sweater. It's my favorite sweater. And again, being able to fit back into that is really nice. I also made progress in my home. I finally took down the gross, funky wallpaper that was in our bathroom. So this is me making progress on taking down all the wallpaper. So that's exciting. In October, there was more progress. Here I just put a selfie because I don't know, I liked it and I didn't really have anything else to put in this area here. So this was a 4x6 card and I just used the one little word roller stamp to stamp one day at a time all over it. I think it's fine. It's not too decorative, but it's okay. This was the card for Patreon in October. Another progress thing was going with Spency to the Hollywood Bowl, just the two of us. We rode the shuttle thing, which we'd never done before, to this Hollywood Bowl place. And the progress here was, one, just doing the social thing, right, with all the crazy people and the insanity of everybody trying to leave at the end. Two, though, was spending time with Spency, going to a fun event like this. So this event was amazing. I'm so glad and so grateful that I was able to go. They played the movie Nightmare Before Christmas on this screen here. This whole like stage thing or whatever like had different projections on it all night long. There was a live orchestra and choir to go along with the movie, and then during the songs Danny Elfman would sing the part of Jack. Like, he was here on stage. It was so great, and so were all the other characters. Like Ken Page was there for Oogie Boogie and Catherine O'Hara was there, and it was just amazing. I was so excited the entire night, and that was really fun to be able to experience that with Spencer. And then kind of a side progress thing, again, the seats, you know, the seats were narrow, they were wood, they were not that comfortable, but I was able to make it work and it was great. And I was able to enjoy the experience without worrying about being uncomfortable or not fitting or whatever. And if you've never been to the Hollywood Bowl, it's like literally on the side of a mountain, so it's all very steep, you know, ups and downs and hills and things all throughout the venue. And so that was kind of worrying me a little bit, but again, it was fine because I've been doing all this hiking. Going up hills is no big deal. No. I have this little book here. This was a Tombow project. So I am a Cancer. That's my astrological sign. So I had made this little booklet all about me and being a Cancer, and I thought this would be just kind of fun to put into my album, just kind of as a snapshot of who I am. Again, at Disney, being able to ride all the rides and go all day and do all the walking and stuff was another big thing for me. And then I took a bathing suit picture, so I wasn't sure if I was gonna show this or not, but I figured, you know what, let's just embrace it. Let's embrace it. It's fine. So obviously not the best beach body, but I'm definitely in a healthier place than I was, you know, at the beginning of the year or last year, whatever. But for me, the progress isn't so much my physical self in this picture. It's more the fact that I had the courage, one, to wear a two-piece. I've never done that before. And two, to have my friend Serena take a picture of me, like as proof that this is where I am right now. Like, for me, that was huge. Just like getting over that mental hurdle of, you know, having this imperfect body as it is, you know, be kind of a snapshot in time, I guess. So for me, that was really big. So it's fine, whatever. No, you know, planets didn't collide, and it's fine. So it is what it is. For November, this is when my mom, we realized that she was sick, so this was all very kind of stressful. So there's not a ton of journaling in here, but that's okay. So for me, progress was just trying to make the best of the situation and just handle it the best that I could. So there was one morning really early when I was driving up to see her, and there was this beautiful sunrise. It was so gorgeous. I had to stop and pull over for gas anyway, so I took a picture while I was filling up. I just thought it was so beautiful and so gorgeous, and I was just so grateful that I was given this moment of beauty, you know, during this difficult time. This is my brother, his fiance, and me. We had actually gone to Vegas on November 1st. So this was right before we found out that my mom was sick. So I love this. I love that all three of us are in the picture. This for me was progress because it was my first time meeting his fiance, and that was a lot of fun. And it was just the three of us in Vegas for a night, and it was great. So this was the Patreon postcard in November. It says, "Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful." I created the November cards by hand. It's gold embossed and hand watercolored, and I just think they're really fun. So I thought that was perfect for the month of November. So I have this little half page here. So I'm wearing my nope shirt because I am noping all over cancer. It sucks, you know, but I'm just trying to find some joy, right? And some ridiculousness. And I know that my mom loved this shirt, so I would try to wear it because I knew it would make her laugh. So I was wearing that shirt on the way up to visit her one time, and I just put all these little circle cutouts from the digital collection on this card. On the back, I think it was the same morning actually as this, but there was a beautiful like moonrise. Like you could see it right there. It was so bright and so crazy, shiny, glowy. It was amazing. I love the moon. Moon is my jam. I think I've talked about it before, but I'm a total moon child and I love the moon. So this was kind of guiding me all the way up to see my mom, you know, and then in combination with this gorgeous sunrise, it was a really nice morning. So for me in November, progress means showing up even when it's hard because I can do hard things. And progress this month means looking for magical moments of light even in the darkness if I just try. So not a whole lot going on here in November, but that's okay. In December, this was the Patreon card, again, handmade. I think they're so pretty and sparkly and gorgeous. So in December, we're kind of wrapping things up and we're talking about the facts of how we experienced our word and our feelings about, you know, how we experienced it and embraced it. So I just wrote those there. So for facts, I wrote, "I am healthier than when I started. I'm able to focus on the positive. I make more time for family and friends. I appreciate the power of being present. I understand that breaks are necessary, and I am appreciated by my creative community." For feelings, I wrote, "I feel like I fully embraced my word this year. I feel like I have let it push me forward and guide me gently. I'm still working on losing the all or nothing mentality. I have proven to myself that I am stronger than I realized and braver than I believed." So I think that's pretty good stuff to walk away from, I would say. So I have a selfie here, and I actually took this outside of the theater on this day back in August. But I didn't have a whole lot of selfies of myself to choose from, and I like this one. I think it's fine. What I really like is that this one is of my whole face. It's in color. You know, I'm smiling, and it's kind of a nice contrast to like these black and white, you know, kind of partial selfies that I was taking in the beginning of the year, you know? So I think that shows I've come a long way. So I love that. I think it's a really pretty picture. And then on the back, I just wrote some things that I want to remember. So, you know, I want to remember that slow progress is still progress. I will find what I focus on, etc. So that is my finished album. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and the final section of pages that I had yet to show you. I will be doing one little word again this year in 2019, and my word is joy. I'm curious what your words are, so if you are doing one little word or word of the year or anything like that, leave your word down in the comments below so I can know what you're focusing on in 2019. I will be doing videos again this year for my one little word, so if you're interested in seeing those and following along, definitely make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. But that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!